All right. I will put my glasses on. We want live chat, not top chat. And where's my picture? Still wait. Oh, there we go. All right. We are live.
Hello.
We have
everybody.
a picture. Good morning. Bethany's here first.
Hey, Bethany. Let me do pencil sharpener.
Pencil of the sharpener.
That's the last thing to get out of that for the pencil sharpeners. Let me get the hand one.
I don't know where it is. There was one over here. Hey, Saroj is here. Puzzling Reed is here. Leon's here. Urzel is here. Antisocial Alex says hello, love from Finland. Whoops, sorry about that. Furmage Magic says hi. Gail's
Hello.
here. She says good morning from California. Marvelous Music Monday. Yaz Beastie Boys. Gail, you're so
They won. I was very surprised. I really thought it was going to be the Backstreet Boys originally, but they didn't even come in. I think they came in 5th.
I don't know.
I was really disappointed in the Backstreet Boys. I'm very happy I didn't have to paint them. But
Beastie Boys was the winner, guys. Bethany says I picked the wrong time to turn up my volume. Hi from Poland. Hi from Finland. Hi from the Philippines. Hello from Florida. Hi from Sweden. Anaya's right on time. Hello, you amazing guy.
hello.
Good morning. Hello from Florida. Hope you two are having a great day. Mark
hope you're
is
having
here
a
and
great
says
day,
hello,
too.
friends. Did you know Mark joined the site? Mark's a little member.
Oh, that's great. Oh, Mark Nassif.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah. Good afternoon from Bulgaria. Good afternoon from Ireland. Bethany says, nope, Backstreet Boys was way more 2000s.
Oh, so they get a second chance.
Hello from beautiful British Columbia, Canada, says Marguerite.
Hello.
Hello from Seattle. I just drew my day. Oh, Sky says, hi, I just tested positive for COVID and now I'm making soup. I'm so sorry.
No.
Well, I hope it is short, sweet, and over quickly for you, and no prolonged junkamunka. Hello from Chile. Uh-oh. Teeny tiny pencil sharpener. Leon says, Scott, I'm doing 31 portraits in 31 days to get better at faces. Do you have any tips?
Oh, that's fantastic. You know what? Try to make sure that you include different genders, different races, different angles. That's going to make you much better rather than just doing front on, drawings. Just try to look at different angles, different expressions. Make it fun.
Hello from Sri Lanka. Hi from Mexico. Hi from New Mexico. Scotland, India, North Carolina. How's Scott doing? He sounds a bit sick.
Oh, no, I feel great. I am just, I am trying to just get the proportions right, and I'm focusing on it because the photo reference is really bad. But I think I will make it work.
Hello from Georgia. Good morning from Minnesota. Hi from Texas. Let's see. South Africa, India, Arkansas. Froppy Moon is crocheting while watching this. Good for you. Hi from the Netherlands. Hi from India. Hello to you both, and I have no idea who they are.
You've heard of the Beastie Boys, I'm sure, but they definitely were a 90s band. They had some hits in the 80s, though. I'll give them that.
Let's see. Good morning, Ellen. Bhavisha says it's November 13th and yesterday was Diwali.
I heard. Happy Diwali. Do you say Happy Diwali? Do you say Merry Diwali?
Hi from West Virginia. Hello from Texas. North Carolina, India, Iceland, Scotland. South Carolina. Let's see. Indonesia. South Africa. Trinidad. Colorado, and India. Bethany just put in that if you would like to vote for the rest of the alphabet, which is the letter C through the letter Z, you may click on the link that she posted in the chat and you may vote. Oh, you're crocheting because you're sick and you can't go to school. Well, hey, that it's cool that you have something that you can do. That's really nice. You can sit there and crochet underneath a nice warm blanket, maybe a little bit of tea, maybe some soup, and you can just feel better. Chase says, oh man, I hate it when that happens with a pencil.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Hey, from the Netherlands, South Africa, Anne Marie is here.
Hey.
Good morning, sunshine. What are your thoughts about ducks?
I can't think of anything funny to say. So I'll just say I think they're cute. I
think they're quackers.
Yeah, I was trying to come up with something funny, not something like that. I have standards.
Oh, you do not. You have all the worst dad jokes on the planet. You have zero standards when it comes to jokes.
Your joke was, dare I say it, foul.
Donna, I got this crocodile teddy water bottle thing and I have no idea what to name it. Any ideas? You have rendered me speechless.
So,
let me think about that.
For those of you who don't know the Beastie Boys, they, that's the Beastie Boys. And they did a music video in the 90s called Sabotage. And I'm drawing Adam Yao as Cochise. So that's what I'm doing because I think it'd be funny.
Why do ducks have duck feathers?
I don't know why.
To cover their butt quacks. Okay, that was really funny. That was I Am Floof, and that was funny. Scott, I have a question. How can I improve drawing anatomy? That's Dad 111.
My favorite, the thing that helped me the most was the figure drawing. Try the 1 minute figure drawing challenge that I did. That really helped me in school.
Let's see. Don't get in trouble if you're watching us in school. I know I did not go live this weekend. I know, and I apologize for that. It's been a rough couple of weeks. I am going to sit down this week with Scott and put together a little plan on what I want to do. And also, I was thinking since he goes live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, maybe I'll go live on a Tuesday or a Thursday. I'm not going to go live both days, but maybe I'll do one of the off days. And see how that goes. Does anyone have an idea of what I can draw? Yeah, that's easy. A red panda. Yes, we cannot play Beastie Boys music because
we wish.
Copyright. Yeah. We wish we could do that. We wish we could play all the music, but you gotta be careful. So, Sony has been kind enough to give us specific music that we can play. We've been whitelisted on the copyright things with the music that they've given us. So that is what we play because they're playing nice and we're playing nice together. Hello from Romania, working on a watercolor.
Oh, nice.
Painting. Off topic, but Christmas is so close and I'm so excited. That is Antisocial Alex.
I think we have a friend who's also very excited too.
Just a little bit.
So I thought it'd be kind of cute to have the other two members in the reflection a little bit. I don't know how it's going to look, but...
Boy, you're really going for it today, aren't you? Scott's really taking it a little different today with the whole where his art is going. Let's see. Okay, so it's Monday morning. Can you tell? Do you have a favorite Beastie Boys song?
Sabotage is definitely probably one of my... It's either Sabotage or Intergalactic.
Hello from Hunter.
The same squirrel keeps running by my window.
Are you getting distracted by a squirrel out the window?
It's like... doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Let's see.
All right. I think we are ready for some paint.
Hello from science class. Do not get in trouble.
I don't know if I'm going to keep that. I might just make it go blah.
Stuff Nerd's here. What's a duck's favorite ballet?
The Nutquacker?
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is a red panda for Donna. Sukma, are you just realizing this now? The answer to everything you could ever ask me is red panda. How are you feeling today? I'm happy like a red panda, or I'm moody like a red panda. What should we eat right now? Bamboo's nice, but you should have some tea. Like a red panda. Eliza is a 13-year-old artist and watches your videos all the time. You really inspire me, and I think you're so cool. I hope I get as successful as you one day.
Thank you, Eliza. You're very cool, too.
Gabe wants to know what my favorite dog species is. Rescue. There are so many dogs out there that need a good home, and I love them all. Have you ever done lino prints?
No, I'd like to try that one day.
Mara, I hope since I've answered everything with the answer red panda today, you will infer that, yes, I still love red pandas. Let's see. Are you a fan of fireworks?
Not. I think they're pretty, but not really particularly fond of standing around in the cold watching them with a crowd of people. I have nothing against them. I don't, I actually like the big booms.
Mark discovered a stationery store near them that has amazing art deals. Graphite sets with erasers, pencils, charcoals, and sketchbooks are $10 and $1 gouache. That's pretty cool.
That's great.
Yeah. Let's see. Hey Scott, I love your morning doodle videos. The Golden Girls is one of my favorites.
Oh, thanks. That was fun to do.
Do you like pumpkins?
I like the look of pumpkins. I don't like the taste of pumpkins.
How are you this morning? Lily Check would like to know.
I'm doing good, thank you. I'm still. It's going to be a little weird because I'm still on drawing the dragons kind of thing, and so I'm going to be going back and forth between pen and ink and gouache, or pen and ink and watercolors, and then gouache. And but I'm gonna keep doing this 3 days a week, and then I'm gonna be doing the dragon painting, the large one on the side. But I am doing good, thank you.
Oh, Lula says, good morning and happy Monday, friends. I have a big cuppa to get my day started, and I hope you do also. Have a fantastic day.
Thank you, Lula.
I have
blow dryer.
2 big cups in front of me. Hold that thought. Go ahead. Okay. MJ, the sketchster, found some watercolors while cleaning their room recently and attempted some work kind of inspired by your work. You've been a big inspiration for a while for me.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's exciting. Maybe you should clean your room more often. Maybe you'll find some...
Says the mom.
Some more... Yes, says the mom. Maybe you'll find some
your room
more
will
fun
be helpful.
I'm just saying.
And you could get into college and a scholarship, and
they say. And your life would be so much easier if you could find everything. Yeah. Sorry. Once a mom, always a mom. Oh gosh, it's 2 a.m. where I'm watching, so I have to go back to bed. Bye. That's Christine.
Bye.
Any idea why the Beasties have a bit of a negative reputation? I basically only know Fight for Your Right to Party.
So the Beastie Boys during the 80s and 90s were very misogynistic. They were trying to be the bad boys. That was kind of their shtick. And I watched the one I'm painting, Adam Yao, he passed away 10, 15 years ago from cancer. And so they did, I think it was on Apple TV, they did a kind of like a Beastie Boys documentary where they interviewed the other two Beastie Boys, and they talked about it and how they've grown up and how they've kind of but and I can identify with when you're younger and you don't know, and and then the world shows you that what you're doing, and so I kind of like that about them, that they seem older and definitely more compassionate. But their music was really good. But it is not.
That comes with age.
Yeah, I mean their music was, especially because Donna and I, we were teenagers when Beastie Boys came out. It was brash and rude and whatever, and that's just what teenagers tend to like. So I wouldn't recommend it to young kids or anything like that. Though when my kids were young, I'd let them listen to Intergalactic and Sabotage. But I think I had there was one F word that got edited out or something like that.
Oh yeah, throw the pics in the Discord, John. I'd love to see it. I love red pandas. Do you recommend Ohuhu markers? Because I need an affordable option for alcohol markers. That's Yasmin.
I think the Ohuhus are great. If you want even more affordable and just as good, we liked the Art Beak ones, and there should be a link on our site.
Yep. We love it when they rehabilitate animals and then
release them.
Yeah, release them back into the wild. Yeah. The Beastie Boys is the band of the day, since a lot of people are asking. Did you watch the new David Fincher movie?
No, someone asked me that on Friday. I don't know what it is. I'm not really a David Fincher fan, but no.
Hi says, I have a bunch of clip art for a yearbook due, so do you have any ideas for a Netflix-themed yearbook?
Netflix-themed? Animal crackers.
They do need a red panda emoji. Mark says, Scott, you've inspired me to start going live on Saturdays.
Oh, fantastic.
Ryan says, this is who my best friend dressed up for as Halloween this year. He's in the staff photo. Oh my God, that's so funny, Ryan. That's funny. Have you ever tried whole bean gouache?
I have whole bean acrylic gouache, which I really like. I haven't tried just whole bean gouache.
How do you get better at drawing? I can't seem to get better copying people's features. I always need to use tracing.
I think a lot of that comes from, I still trace, but I think a lot of that comes from repetition and learning to let go and not looking for perfection. A lot of art can be fixed by not worrying about getting it to look exactly like the thing that you're drawing. And so I think just keep doing it. You're going to find a rhythm, but sometimes it takes years. And I know a lot of people get really upset, myself included, that it doesn't go faster.
Yeah. Okay. How many times have you read The Hobbit?
I would say maybe 4 or 5 times.
When will you start the dragon painting?
I haven't decided yet. Maybe it could be later today. It could be later this week. Really, it's for me to just kind of do as I feel for myself. So I haven't decided. But I'm going to try to... Dawn and I are going to try to get away for a few days. So I'm going to try to do some other videos just to kind of get ahead. So it just depends on my time.
Mm-hmm.
Blow dryer.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, go ahead. Okay. I don't know where that country is, but I'm gonna look it up. And Scott's throwing paintbrushes now. Puzzling Reed wants to know, which composition are you doing for the dragon? Have you decided yet?
I haven't. I'm leaning towards the most popular one, which is Alliance, which was the horizontal one.
Really? That's the most popular one?
That's the overwhelmingly the most popular one. The Guild is second, and I really like that one, so I might do that one as well. We'll see. But
really,
I mean, I liked all 4, but overwhelmingly across all 3 million, the socials, Alliance is probably takes up about 50% of the votes, and then I think the Guild is maybe about 30.
See, that's disappointing to me. I really liked the companion. I liked the idea of...
And the thing is, when I tell you that thousands of people agree with you, tens of thousands thought that the Guild and Alliance were their favorite. But again, I like all of them, but I think because I keep coming back to the horizontal, even though I didn't want to do a horizontal one.
Yeah, that's the funny part. You did not want to do horizontal this time around.
But it was a better I think composition, and I think.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. But I like all of them. I think the Hunter is the weakest one.
I don't care for that one.
Yeah, so I think but
I think the Guild had too much going on. That's what I didn't like about the Guild. There was just so much going on in it.
Yeah.
I liked something a little bit simpler. Do you like DC or Marvel?
I like them both, but I grew up as a Marvel fan.
Mm-hmm. We don't have all of the things in front of us this morning for who's in the lead for the different ones. Let's see. Cully the Therian says, Scott, I finally fought off depression.
Hey, that's great.
That is very, very, very good.
We're really proud of you.
Yeah, good for you.
We know it's not easy.
Oh gosh, no, that cannot be easy at all. I hope you have a renewed love of life now. Minty wants to know if you've ever received any hate, and if so, how have you coped with it?
Oh yeah, every day. Every day there are people telling me I'm a horrible artist, or that I'm ugly, or that, whatever they feel like yelling insults at me. And I just hide them from the channel. Or if they're on another thing like TikTok, I block them. I don't have to respond to them. I don't have to.
Don't give them their 5 minutes of fame.
Don't give them any response whatsoever.
No, they don't deserve it.
I will say, every single time you hear or see or read something like that, if anybody tells you it doesn't bother them, they're lying. It
Yeah.
always. No one wants to be told that they're ugly. No one wants to be told that they're stupid or that they're a bad person or that they're not a good artist or whatever. But I think just it's I liken it to if a kindergartner came up to you and called you stupid, would you break down and start crying? And it's for the most part it's no, depending on your mental state. It would be no, because you don't value the opinion of a kindergartner that much as you would if it was someone that you really respect. And so I've tried to picture everybody who comments those things as a kindergartner, as someone who is, just walking around calling people duty heads. And so that's essentially how I try to picture that. And I go, why would I, if I wouldn't take advice from that person, why would I take criticism from that person? And
Accurate.
so that's kind of how I look at it. But yes, I do get it. No matter what you do in life, there's always going to be people who try to bring you down. That's just how some people
Make themselves feel better.
Make themselves feel better is by pulling others down. And so there's just this dynamic in the human race where that's how other people survive. That's how they live, is by tearing others down.
Okay. Let's go. Guys, Scott does not read the chat in the mornings. He can't read the chat and paint at the same time. That is why you get my lovely voice in the morning. He will happily answer any questions that you have, preferably art-related questions. And, he's not going to read the chat or see any of the things that you want him to paint in this chat. He just won't. Because he can't read it, and it will go away when we're done. Let's see. Saroja didn't like the guild either. Gail agrees with me. She likes the companion as well. And specifically says Donna Great Minds. My favorite is the companion as well. Love you, Gail. Let's see. I think the problem I had with the guild, and this is for Mahesh, I would love to see it because I can see more people in the composition. You're not going to see that many people in the composition because of the size of the paper. So you're not going to get the details that you're thinking that you're going to get. It's not going to be 4 feet by 6 feet. It's going to be a smaller piece of paper.
I was thinking I might do the guild where I just do like a circle and then have all the characters together. It might be like a fun little portrait to do. I don't know if I would do a large one, but we'll see.
Okay. For educational purposes, Happy Diwali is pronounced Diwali with a V sound.
Diwali.
So it's Diwali. I hope I didn't butcher that. But thank you, Love Life. I appreciate that. Please do correct me. I want to speak in an educated manner so I don't sound, stupid. You know what I mean.
I will say this, if I may. I'm gonna pull out my old man hat for a second.
Uh-oh.
I find that I always find it a little off-putting when somebody is speaking in just generic English. Generic American like me, right? Mm-hmm. And then they will say, blah, 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 la español, and they'll say something in perfect Spanish, and then go back to, they'll pronounce something in perfect,
right,
or in French or something like that. I always find it off-putting because, it's, and I don't know if it's just me, but it's like they switch into a different, perfect pronunciation, perfect whatever, and I think, and again, this is probably just me, but I prefer if someone speaks, if someone was going to say my name or whatever in how it sounded best in this world. Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's see if I can catch him. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, darn it. I couldn't get him in time. I got to loosen this one. Next time you see him, let me know.
I will.
I'll move it. But I prefer that someone would say it in the accent of their native tongue.
I think the point is that it bothers other people when it's not pronounced correctly. I think just as many people... He went the other way now. Okay, this squirrel is going back and forth across the window in front of Scott, and then he goes around the side of the thing and in front of the door, and he's going and grabbing these walnuts from our walnut tree, and he comes back and he's burying them somewhere under the window. It's kind of funny. I think the whole point of why people tell you the correct pronunciation is it bothers them that it's not pronounced correctly.
And that's what I'm saying.
For you, it's different then. You don't care, and you'd rather have people just say whatever they're going to say.
But, what I'm saying is I think this is just a conversation, not a pet peeve or anything. But I'm just saying, for me, when I'm listening to someone speaking English, or American English, we'll say, and then they cut into the perfect pronunciation of a different language. While I think that's amazing. B, it always feels off-putting to me, and that's so I feel like when people do that, it's like it sets the bar too high. Like, how am I supposed to remember how to say? It's like when we went to Valencia, and I would say Valencia, and they would say, no, it's Valencia. And I was like, I can't remember. And of course I eventually did, but
yeah, but that's you.
That's my point. Is
exactly.
It's
But for every one person that's you, there's two people who correct us in the chat and say it's pronounced this way.
Yes.
So I think you honestly are the anomaly. I think most people who celebrate would like to have us pronounce it correctly.
Yes,
that's all I'm saying.
I know they would. I'm just wondering if that is too big of an ask for a lot of people to. If it's one word, of course.
Look, I can understand if you don't pronounce it correctly, and then someone corrects you, and then if you're talking to that person, trying to make an effort to pronounce it correctly when you're talking to that particular person.
Yeah.
Because it makes them happier or more comfortable.
See, I'll say,
whatever.
I already forgot how to say Diwali. That's the thing. I do the same thing with names.
Honey,
I can't remember names.
I understand that, but that's you.
But I don't want people to be upset because I can't remember that stuff, or I can't properly pronounce everything perfectly.
For the record, my husband will forget in 30 seconds anytime you correct him online. I will do my best to remember.
If it's
everybody,
online, I can refer back to it.
Everybody and everything. That is my superpower. I will remember all of you, and I will remember how to pronounce things. Scott, however, will not.
Where's the squirrel?
Honey, he's back in the grass. I'll let you know when I see him out the corner of my eye. Can you just focus today? You're having a heck of a time focusing today, aren't you?
Squirrel.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to try I use the...
Megan. Scott has a list. If somebody could put in, excuse me, for Megan, the art supplies, art resources list. There are two lists, Megan. One of Scott's specific art supplies, and another is a list of art supplies he's tried with links to the video, so you can see how those look, and that will help you. What is the tool that you used on the paint tube?
Oh, I don't know the name of it, but it's in my art supplies that I've used. I got it off of Amazon. Oh, here he comes.
It is
squirrel time. Can you guys see out the window?
We can see out the window, yes.
Oh no, he took a pit stop. Now he's chewing it. He's over there right now.
This is what you guys get when someone's having a little bit of trouble focusing on a Monday.
Oh, he's getting rid of the outer shell.
Of course he's getting rid of the outer shell because that makes it
Because I
easy.
moved the camera in time.
Because you move the camera in time, and it gives him more of an opportunity to bury things. He can bury more in a smaller space.
Just taking his time there. All right, I'll move the camera back because he's just going to sit there.
And as soon as you put the camera in and make it there, then he's going to move. You guys are funny. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Ryan, wear your Beastie Boys shirt. That'd be fun. Okay. They would like to know if you are planning to do another series like October.
Oh, wait.
We can see outside the window now. Please,
Come on,
squirrel, come across the window because you're driving me crazy today. Circular window appreciation. I love the Hobbit hole.
Where's the squirrel?
Scott is using a Logitech webcam.
I think it's a Logitech squirrel avoiding webcam.
He knows you want to video him, and so
I'm going to put it down.
he's doing everything
At
possible.
that moment, he's going to run across my
Of course he
window.
is. Okay, so I'm going to refer all of you that are asking about Scott's favorite products. Bethany, could you put a link into the resources page for Scott's products? There's two lists, guys. There's a list of stuff that he uses, and there's a list of products that he's tried. They like your energy.
Oh, thank you.
Ellen says this is appropriate squirrel music. Anne Marie says agreed. Oh gosh. How long have you been doing live streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday?
Well, we've been going live almost 2 straight years, but we used to do it 7 days a week.
Oh god, that was a lot.
And then we cut it down to 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we've probably been going 3 days a week for a year now.
Easily a year. Yeah. Beastie Boys was the winner. Scott is drawing the Beastie Boys. Rain says, my husband says squirrel at me every time I can't focus. I have ADHD and slightly autistic as well. What's your favorite color?
Payne's Gray.
Mine is cobalt blue. Froppy Moon this is a crazy coincidence, but I'm crocheting a squirrel.
Oh, that's cute.
That's so funny. I accidentally bought pastels.
Accidentally?
Does anyone have some advice? You guys are funny. William says, thank you for being here today. I need something soothing.
Oh, well, we're here for you.
I think big accents can interrupt the flow of what's being said and distract from what they are saying to how they are saying it. This goes doubly with the sound that is not found in your language. That is Marcy.
I think that's what it is for me. But, again,
Yeah.
It's like I'm not angry about it. It's just I find it off-putting because it's kind of like, you know what it is? It's kind of like if a news anchor was walking along the street and talking and suddenly jumped on a skateboard and did a perfect, ollie and, kick flip and whatnot, and then just kept doing what they're doing, that's what it feels like. It's like they did this thing that is not what they were supposed to be doing, and they did it perfectly. And what are we supposed to do with that kind of information, And I think that's how it kind of feels for me.
Okay, but maybe that's just you because you're neurospicy.
I don't know.
Oliver's here. Good morning, kiddo. How's it going? Ryan says, my wife gets mad at me when I pronounce Spanish words accurately. I'm not Latin, but I grew up around a lot of Latin-speaking people.
Yeah.
See, I don't think that's anything to get upset about. I just think I don't know.
I'm not upset.
It makes
I just
sense
said
to me. No,
it's
you said it's
off-putting.
off-putting, which
Yeah,
means you don't like it.
No, it's off-putting. Just meaning that it throws me off. It sounds alien in the context of like a conversation. And
Bethany agrees. She says the accent flipping makes my brain come to a complete halt. I guess I'm just used to it. There's so many people that I've been around throughout my life that have spoken more than one language that it doesn't bother me. I don't know. I'm used to it. I actually kind of like it. It doesn't bother me. Yeah. Scott is painting the Beastie Boys. But why would that be a surprise to you that I like something you don't?
all right.
What hotel would you recommend to stay in Venice?
Oh, well, I mean, we've only been once, and we only stayed in one hotel, and it was okay.
I will tell you this: one of the couples chose to not stay in the hotel and stayed instead in an Airbnb.
Yeah.
And they were from, remember the couple? They were from Britain, and they were actually able to make a nice cup of tea in the morning. They went to the market and got some food so they could have whatever they wanted in their place. Maybe an Airbnb might be nice. Get up. You don't have to go look for food. You could I don't know. That would be my 2 cents. I wouldn't stay on the main. If it was me, I would not stay on the canal. I would stay off the canal, but I don't like a lot of noise when I'm sleeping. Aries8 says, could you ask Scott what his favorite art supply is?
Oh, I like my Be Creative sketchbook.
Daniel says, hey Scott, just came here to say hello because I saw you were live. Any tips for watercoloring in digital art? I know you tried once, but I don't remember if you gave any tips.
I wouldn't be able to give any tips on anything digital, but the software that I used was... Do you remember?
I have no clue. I cannot remember. If you go to the playlists, though, you'll find...
There might be a digital one.
Yeah. Well, there's a video on it. I know there's a video on it.
And I think there was a code, too, for it.
For the software?
But that had a pretty cool watercolor kind of look. I honestly don't know if this is going to come out okay. This is, like, the ugly stage is only getting uglier, not better.
Well, maybe the ugly phase is long today. Okay, Tired Freak. There is a list of alcohol markers that Scott tried. There's a marker playlist. The Art Beak markers, is a good one, and they're cheap. But the Ohuhu paper, the Ohuhu sketchbooks are the ones that Scott liked the most.
For markers, yeah, those were good.
What's your advice for people to go a long way to learn about their own way of making art, and most importantly, keep being disciplined to practice to be a better artist?
I think journals are a great thing. Giving yourself series, like challenges to do, like what I'm doing right now, are good. I think the thing about artists is we have to constantly give ourselves assignments and stick to them. And I don't think a lot of artists realize how difficult that is. We need to keep ourselves occupied. We need to keep ourselves busy. And that's not easy. So it takes a lot of self-discipline, which is something a lot of artists don't have.
Let's see. Ryan likes Moleskine sketchbooks. Okay, I'm not going to put you on the spot. Actually, yeah, I'm going to put you on the spot. What is it you like about Moleskine? Maybe I'm missing something because I don't particularly care for them, but so many people love the Moleskine sketchbooks, and I would love to know what you love about them.
Basically, what she's asking is, why are you so weird?
Hey, I did not say that. I really genuinely want to know because I'm a paper snob. That's my problem. Scott has used a toned sketchbook.
Yeah, if you look at the Music Monday series, there's a playlist.
Carla says, Scott, you know Dan Povenmire, right? How did you guys meet? Phineas and Ferb fan here.
Oh, yeah. My kids really loved Phineas and Ferb, and when we were making the movie Animal Crackers, we needed a song written for Ian McKellen and Gilbert Gottfried. And my friend Jamie, who was our casting director, knew Dan, and so got us in touch with him and Swampy, and they wrote us a song, and we just kind of became friends. And when I joined TikTok, I saw Dan was there, and so we just kept in touch, and we were working on turning Animal Crackers 2 into a musical 2 years ago. And he was the one who told me to come over to YouTube. So he's the reason why we're here.
He is indeed. Stefner says, I only get prickly with how to say words correctly when they are Karens about my accent when speaking English. Like, if you want to go there, say Mexico, jalapeno, and habanero correctly. Oh, Steph, how do I love you? Let me count the ways. Lula from the Tea Foundry says, to me, it's more off-putting when you don't make the effort to of correct pronunciation because you're not putting in the effort like you don't care. Yeah. Touche. That's good. That's a good comment. Oh, and also, if you guys want, the Tea Foundry's having a sale right now. Go give Lulu some love if you're looking for some good tea. And I really need the Scottish breakfast back in stock. Pretty please and thank you. Ellen says, like French people insisting that we say croissant wrong, but I don't speak French pronunciation, so it would be odd to say croissant when there is an R in there.
Yeah.
I love how Ellen... I love how she wrote the pronunciation. It's so funny. Oh, God. You're cracking me up.
It's one of those things where I think... so, when people who don't speak English as their native language say something, I will laugh about it, and say, it's this. But I would never get mad at somebody and say, no, say it like this. Like, I would never tell someone how to say something.
No, you would just feel in your soul that it was off-putting.
No, not at all. Like when people say, if someone's French and they need to say something that sounds funny in French, with a French accent. Yeah. I love it. I think it's absolutely adorable. I love accents. I love when people... I never tell people... So you just don't like it when somebody's trying to do the accent. That's what grates on your nerves like a cheese grater. No. Again, I never said it grated on my nerves like a cheese grater. I said off-putting. It throws me off when someone goes from perfect English to perfect French or perfect Spanish. So if you're talking to Jaime, yes, who does not speak perfect English. No, he doesn't speak perfect English. Exactly, totally fine. You have no problem with that whatsoever. When someone who's a native Spanish speaker, but if it's me and I say Valencia, that bothers you. No, not Valencia, but yeah. But if you were to say, if someone sounds like me when they talk, they're a native English speaker, right? And then they suddenly speak, whatever, someone's name or whatever in perfect Spanish or perfect French or whatever, it just throws me. It's just weird for me. Okay. It's not, I don't get mad, but I also... Off-putting might imply mad to some people. Okay, but that's I also don't find... I find it odd that people would get mad that someone doesn't say something like croissant. perfectly. It's like, so that's how I'm gonna say it. It's
But that's the same thing as going to France and not pronouncing it right.
yeah.
And the way you find it off-putting is the way they would find it off-putting.
Off-putting.
No, but actually French people would
That's
get
what
mad.
I'm saying. They would get mad. No, it's pronounced cross or however they say it, right? And I'm like, okay, and I'm going to go on and I'm going to keep saying croissant, not to hurt them, but just I've only got so much capacity in my brain, but I also don't get upset if a French person...
Your capacity's gone from this.
Yeah. If a French person can't say automobile like an American, I don't care. I think it's more adorable how they say it.
Can we move on?
I didn't bring it up. Ellen did.
Let's move on. Oh, blame Ellen, please. If you want to make... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Okay, for a new artist, how do you recommend they practice?
Draw everything every day.
Okay.
Pencil and paper. Just draw.
Ryan says, I can understand what Scott is saying. It's kind of disorienting because it comes out of left field and feels out of character.
Yeah. So again,
all right, that makes more sense.
If someone
Ryan
was
just
speaking with a Spanish accent,
Ryan just explained it better than you today.
I know.
We're moving on.
If someone was speaking with a Spanish accent and then spoke Spanish perfectly, it feels normal. If someone is speaking with an American accent and then speaks Spanish perfectly, it feels odd. That's all I'm saying.
Marcy says it really depends on your priorities. Do you want to be right or be understood? Scott, you inspired me to do a challenge of drawing every day.
Oh, fantastic.
I am at day 98. Thank you so much for the advice you give every live stream.
That's amazing.
That's great. Just for fun says, Scott ain't going to let this go. He's really not today. Can you tell? It's beat a dead horse Monday.
The thing is that...
Honey, we got a lot of questions. Can we just move on? Pretty please and thank you. I love you so much. One of our friends has a cat that broke its leg and is in the ER.
Oh.
I am so sorry. Is it scone or... Oh, Emma. Scone or scone? Yeah.
Scone.
Oh, boy. Let's see.
After you eat it, then the scone is gone.
No, we have not had breakfast yet. Can you tell? Ryan, I like the specific weight of moleskin for alcohol markers. I would use a different sketchbook for general ink or pencil drawings. Okay, so then that begs my next question. Would you use a moleskin for a fountain pen? Because I know you use a fountain pen. Milky Way says, I am also a paper snob. Michaela says, Scott, you brighten up my day. You and Donna are the cutest couple to ever exist. Oh boy. You make me excited to wake up every morning and keep going, both of you. You're so cute. Thank you. Are you excited for the announced GTA 6 trailer drop?
GTA Grand
Theft Auto? Is that it?
I've never played Grand Theft Auto. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. What is your favorite festival? Oh boy, there's a loaded question.
Yeah, I genuinely am not a festival person, but I would never disparage anybody who likes festivals.
Yeah, it's the sensory thing. It's always loud and there's a lot of people, and Scott doesn't do well with that.
Unless they do the festivals with perfect enunciation,
then you're okay. Let's see. Fabriano is my favorite paper. It's fairly cheap in price, but the quality is there. They are also an Italy brand. Mocha Rain, I bought and have used Fabriano paper, and I 100% agree with you.
I bought Fabriano watercolor and did not particularly love it, but...
It's great with fountain pen ink, though. You're missing out. Marcy says, sorry to prolong the accent tangent, but I'm also neurospicy. It reminds me of the change in attitude about correcting others' grammar. Overcorrecting pronunciation will die off soon, I think. I don't know if it will. I think people want to be understood.
It understood means you did understand me. When I said croissant,
Yeah,
you understood what I meant.
Right, but a festival to someone it's important that if it's important enough to them to correct you, I think it's something that's important to try to remember. Because they corrected you for a reason, because it's important to them.
I don't know if it is. That's the thing is I think if people just correct you just to correct you.
But how do you know if they're correcting you to correct you?
I know. So then it's up to me to decide what's important for me to remember. I can't remember how to properly say Diwali for the rest of my life because I'm not going to use it other than once a year, I'm going to do it. And it's not to downplay the importance to the people in India. It's just, for me, I know I only have so much information that I could retain.
Bandwidth for you. It's a bandwidth
and
issue.
I can't retain that. And so it's going to be one of those things where...
But see, I will.
You will.
Correct.
And so you can remind me. But what I'm saying is that I don't mind being reminded. I just don't want people to get mad.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay.
And I think my favorite interactions when we're in Spain is like I'll say something or I'll try to say something in Spanish and Jaime will laugh and he'll correct my pronunciation. That's a good exchange because I'm making an attempt to say something in Spanish and he's going to correct my pronunciation.
Right. Boy, did
and
he laugh at you.
And I'm hoping that over time that will sink in. And I think that's how things are for me is if I do something repetitively, then it'll sink in. And so again, if I was going to go and spend time extensively in India, hopefully that would start to sink in. But for someone who's like, if we were,
I think you would have to spend an inordinate amount of time somewhere for it to finally sink in for you.
Yeah.
Are you planning on putting a download for the poster on your website once it's finished, like you did for the 80s? I don't know that you're that
actually,
far ahead
yet. Bethany, did we ever put a download? We did do a download of the poster, didn't we?
I don't know.
For the 80s poster?
I think so.
But yeah, absolutely.
Scott has not bought new paintbrushes yet?
No, I tried the brush sharpener. I'm still trying to keep it. Brush sharpener.
Pencil sharpener. Do you recommend getting references for drawing from Pinterest?
I don't. For me, Pinterest is less helpful than Google. I just Google my stuff, but because Pinterest is just doing what Google does, which is it's sending you back to that website. So it's just an extra step. But if you can get your stuff from Pinterest and it works, then absolutely.
Ursula wants to know, which day of the week do you think is the worst?
Friday.
Monday. Yes, the 80s poster is there as a download, says Bethany.
Great.
Nope, Scott's not going to use oil paints. How long have we been married? Too long.
30 years.
Is the painting almost done?
No.
Not even close.
No, we got a lot to go because this has just been really rough. I blame Donna, but it's been really rough.
What did I do?
I'm joking, honey.
He's sitting 6 feet away from me. You cannot blame me for that one. What is he doing? I just joined.
I am painting one of the Beastie Boys from the video Sabotage.
Because they won the bees, the voting for who Scott should do. If you guys haven't voted, blame the squirrel.
Yeah, the squirrel that never showed up.
Gosh darn that squirrel. Let's see. Will there be an Animal Crackers 2? Ugh, you people are killing me. Oh boy.
We're working on it, but it is slow. Our investor is taking their time.
We are moving at a glacial pace. And for those of you who have watched The Devil Wears Prada, you will understand that. Let's see. Do you have a favorite Tom Petty song?
Ooh. Free Fallin', I think. Though I've got several. There goes a squirrel. He just ran by.
Of course he did.
Stupid squirrel.
Scott, who is your favorite musician from the 90s?
Seal. With Toad the Wet Sprocket as a close second.
Okay. Whereas I am so over Seal now because Scott's
tell him you said that.
Played it to death. So there you go. There you go. Hold on, Ryan. I might use a fountain pen on Moleskine, but it's not necessary. The work I do in my Moleskine is usually done with Faber-Castell fine liners. I'd usually use my fountain pens on regular paper. Aha! Intriguing. But if you did use a fountain pen, would it have ghosting on the Moleskine? I'm using Ryan as my test subject. You see, if anybody is watching this, that's what I'm doing. Bethany says, "Congrats, Scott. You've pushed through the awkward gouache stage, and it looks like a person again." Is there a specific watercolor paper you'd suggest?
I prefer the Be Creative sketchbook. That's the one I love to use. Arches is the best from what I could see, but it's hit and miss on its texture.
Okay. Emma put the poll in, so if you guys want to vote, the poll is listed in the chat. Thank you, Emma. Why do you go silent for the clock?
Donna likes to hear Mr. Clock.
It's not just Donna. Everybody likes to hear Mr. Clock. It is out of respect. And Bethany's correct. It is a little hard to talk over Mr. Clock. I mean, I could, but then Scott wouldn't be able to hear later because I'd be so loud. And I don't want to compete with the clock. Any tips on finding your personal art style as a younger artist?
Yeah, there's a couple videos on that. But essentially it is find the artists that you like and steal from them, copy from them.
Marcy, you're probably having trouble with the online poll because everyone else decided to go to the online poll at the same time. Give it a little bit and you should be able to vote. Zachy Boy says, "Hi Scott, you've been such a big inspiration to me and I love your lives. How do you find motivation to do your art?"
Oh, hi, and thank you. For me, it is, I get a lot of my motivation from all of you, and I know not everybody has that luxury, but the other motivation is you're not going to get another today. You're only going to be in your teens for so many years. You're only going to be in your 20s for so many years, in your 30s, and the days are just going to keep going by, and you could spend it on your phone or playing video games or sitting around, or you can actually create something. And so I try to at least create something every day, anything. And for me, that's my motivation, is I'm not going to get this day back. And I think that's
how he lives his life.
That's how I live my life.
Yep. We need a squirrel cam. Sadly for Scott, neither Seal nor Toad the Wet Sprocket are going to win their respective letters. And to that, I would say Scott reserves the right to paint whoever the heck he wants, even if someone wins the poll.
I'm trying to respect.
So, you guys can all take that for what it's worth. But I will tell you that in the end, he does try to respect the poll. However, there may be a change of pace.
No, I will respect the poll.
No. I won't respect the poll. I will sit through the whole thing and go, you should have done this, which is my right. Talk about your paintbrushes that you are using right now.
I am currently using the Etcher Labs gouache paint brushes.
What is your recommendation for a budget-friendly sketchbook for graphite? Keep in mind, we are in the United States, so if you are outside of the United States, this may not apply to you.
I think Strathmore is a good budget-friendly brand, or Blick has their own just sketchbooks.
Budget-friendly watercolors that you would recommend?
There's a few that I've tried and that are on my site, and I think you can get the Winsor & Newton $25 Cotman set travel kit is a good deal. I really liked the Mia one, but they were sold out.
Will not restock it for some strange reason. What genre of movie does Scott adore?
Science fiction or fantasy.
I don't think you adore any movie.
No.
He watches them and then he moves on. When the AI art is evolving, do you ever support the AI or no?
I don't support the AI art as it currently stands. I don't see the use for it. We have artists, so there's really no use for AI art. AI art doesn't improve anyone's life. It only hurts artists. If there was something that it did that made the world better and, fantastic, I would love that. But currently, I just don't see it.
I would like AI to replace executives.
Yeah.
Not artists.
CEOs.
I think AI should be used for those repetitive tasks that humans don't need to do, and give humans time to do things like
make art,
create. So that's my 2 cents in the world. And keep in mind, I am on the business side. So there you go. Ghosting. Are you talking about feathering? No, ghosting is when you can see through it on the back side of the paper. Like you write something with your fountain pen, Ryan, and then you turn the page and you can see it through the paper. Yeah, you can't use a fountain pen on copy paper because it not only feathers, but it also ghosts. So it will kind of look like it's branching out from where you wrote it, and you will also be able to see it through the other side of the paper. Scott uses a zebra brush pen for his inking when he does do inking. What's with the big painting of the dragon? By the way, hi, it's Evan.
Oh, hi, Evan. I want to do another big painting like I did for the Gothic vampire.
The real Agwe, we do not know where you can buy replacement nibs for that. However, I would recommend Googling, and I would try Goldspot, and I would try Goulet pens.
Blow dryer.
Hold on. There you go. Scott's wife is not painting anything. The polls, Emma put those in and tagged you in that. Donna won't respect the poll. I just think Scott should be able to paint what he feels like painting. And he's not going to paint me. He has painted me. There's a video on that. He's painted me for the last 30 years, and I'm a little over it. I mean, I was used for hands for the Gothic vampire, so never say never, but yeah. Your videos are the best.
Thank you.
Scott's motivation is his mortality against the unstoppable wheel of time.
Yeah.
It's like that song Nonstop from Hamilton. You know? Scott's like, why does he paint like he's running out of time? Okay.
All right, so I'm going to define the shape of it, because this is a big wig and it's supposed to look stupid, but I need to really kind of get the shape right. I'm going to pull out my pencil here.
Mikhail says, when you said that we should create something instead of being on our phones all day, I get that. I found that I'm a writer and I am working on my second book. I do that while you're live.
Oh, fantastic.
Do you have any tips for kids? That's Arna.
Yeah, draw everything every day. Don't sit around drawing your original character out of your head. Draw the world around you. It'll help.
Who was your favorite musician from the letter B?
From the letter B, the Beastie Boys are pretty high up there. Bon Jovi was on there, but I already drew them for the 80s. I like Belinda Carlisle. Can't think of any other ones. But
yeah, our boys are never going to want to be in a portrait, and they don't want to be online. So you will never see them here.
Don't say never.
You will never see them here.
No?
They have made it very clear that they do not want to be a part
They're
of this.
in a lot of my videos, whether they like it or not.
Yeah,
so
but they don't want to be.
You just got to look.
They don't want to be.
I know.
Bethany says, I want AI to do my taxes, not my art. I want AI to replace every single executive in every major company because they're useless. That's my 2 cents in the world. Let's see. AI art makes it easy to crank out stuff, which is why corps want it so much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's to save money, so you don't have to hire people. Blow dryer.
Hey, hold on. Well, it's so they can take all the money, which is ridiculous. They don't do anything or provide any major service. I think AI can be an executive better than the executives because AI is not motivated by money. That's my 2 cents in the world. Can you please show the photo reference?
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah. Yeah, you have to put your pad under because Ohuhu still bleed through. Yeah. That's the good thing
Well,
about...
who has that plastic?
Yeah, well, he's not using the Ohuhu sketchbook. That's why Scott used the Ohuhu sketchbook. And there's your photo reference. What made you inspired to paint?
I wanted to teach myself how to paint because I was doing colored pencils all my life.
I would decorate for Christmas if I could. I would have decorated as of September 1st when I think it was Singapore started, but Santa's not here, so Santa's the definitive on that one. But my family prevents me from decorating until... Being
the boys, not me.
Correct. Scott doesn't care. Well, no, you don't like it when I decorate anyway.
No, I don't care either way.
Yeah. He just won't decorate. But I do all of that. But my boys insist that we do Thanksgiving first and then decorate. I've also been told that they are more than happy to put up all the outside lights again this year.
They seem to have fun.
They do. They have fun with that. They go outside, they play their music on a little speaker, and they put up all the outside lights. And then Scott and I go out and we go, look what a great job you guys did. They used to take our dog Arwen outside with them, and she would lay there in the grass and supervise while they put up all the lights. I miss that. Anyway, hi, Scott. I love your art, especially the zoo shorts with zoo animals. Can you make a series on A to Z animals?
Oh, I did, actually. Well, not A to Z, but I did the National Animals.
30 Days of National Animals. There's a playlist for that. Donna does have a channel. Perhaps one of the mods can put that in. What are your favorite holidays?
I don't have a favorite holiday, really.
Christmas. I always used to love Halloween because I got to be with my boys on Halloween. That was fun. Do you have any tips for learning how to shade and do lighting? I'm trying my best to learn, but I'm having a hard time.
Just draw what you see. Draw everything every day. That'll really help you.
Alligator says the AI Beatles song they released a couple days ago I loved. I feel like that should be one of the only reasons people should use AI.
I have not heard it yet.
Yeah. Wow.
What?
I don't think anybody should make an AI song based on anybody else's music.
It wasn't.
Well, it says the AI Beatles song.
It was taken from John Lennon had written a song and recorded his version, and then they took different parts of different Beatles and finished it for them. They didn't. It's not like an original written AI song.
And I would postulate that they don't need to do that they need to take AI and, like Gail says, clean your house with it. I would love to see somebody do that.
Yeah, but there's still going to be people who are going to, have AI write old Star Trek episodes, and then
for what
for
purpose?
For them, and then they're going to have AI, William Shatner star in Next Generation, and then they're going to have, what if George Lucas wrote Star Trek, and that's going to be how people get their entertainment, is just by, in their mind creating something, but it's just going to be what if.
Not creating something.
They're not. That's entertainment for them, and then some people are going to try to use that to make money off of that. Look, I created this. No, you didn't. You just said, what if this and this?
Exactly. Which was the biggest thing that.
What if Tom Selleck? I want to see Indiana Jones if Tom Selleck actually kept the job as Indiana Jones instead of Harrison Ford, and then it'll make the entire movie. But if it was, Tom Selleck, and then people are going to be like, wow, and then they're going to want to get paid money for it, even though they didn't really do anything, and that's just how it's going to be. But
I think that is a waste of. I don't. Okay, I'm just going to leave it alone.
Yeah. We have no say over it. We don't. It's just going to be how it's going to be.
What artist inspires you the most? Let's move on. I have a strong opinion on that.
AI art inspires me the most, and here's why.
Okay. Drawing from real life is always the best way to improve your skills, but I think that drawing original characters can also be a fun thing to do.
Oh, it's a fun thing to do, but when people ask me how do they get better, because when I was in my teens, that's all I did was I kept redrawing my original character over and over and over again to try to get it just right. But looking back, man, I could have been a much better artist had I taken the time to just draw the world around me and become a better artist to draw what I see.
It's the Philippines that starts in September. I keep thinking Singapore. I don't know why, but okay. It's the Philippines. There we go. I'll write it down so then I'll remember it. This is for Erit. There are videos on how to draw facial features and hair and all of that stuff in the Art Hacks playlist. Fifi says, what's your advice for people who are kind of scared to paint? Sending love.
Don't be. It's just paint and it's just paper. You're supposed to mess up. It's supposed to be bad. Do it because it's fun. It's like people who are afraid to try golf or afraid to learn how to play music. There's no penalty for being bad at it. In fact, that's how you learn, is by being bad at it. So go and do it. Go have fun.
I am going to stream. I've streamed here on Scott's channel, but I'm going to stream on my own channel. I can stream on there now. I tried this weekend. Yeah, I agree. A lot of people are like, yeah, they want to use AI to make money. Let's see.
I'm not enjoying this hair. And I'm wondering if it's because I'm looking at what I'm seeing rather than doing what I want to do. Like doing it the way that if I was just to just paint it.
They would like a December series similar to October. All the AI did was clean up John's voice since the tape quality was really, really bad, which is why they never finished it in 1995.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, it's not a Beatles song made from AI. They used AI to separate his voice from the vocals. Yeah. What sketchbook are you using right now?
It's not a sketchbook. It's a block. It's Arch's hot press watercolor block.
And explain the difference between a block and a sketchbook.
A block is glued on all four sides with just this little space. Mm-hmm. And that keeps it flat.
And flat is the way to go.
Flat's where it's at.
Mm-hmm. Blizzard and Cactus Studios draw a red panda. Can you lower your prices for the holidays?
I wish I could, but we've already lowered them for the other 365 days,
We've gotten as low as we can possibly go.
I mean, there's there's very little profit margin for the posters.
Oh my God!
And
yeah.
But if you're talking about my art, I'm already pricing like there's pieces for $25 for an original piece of art. So
yeah, that's. I'm gonna cut you off there, and I'm gonna say we have done our best to make sure that is art and everything at price points that people can afford.
And there's free stuff too.
And there's exactly.
Yeah.
And Scott has made things free for everybody else. And so that's where we're going with that one right now. I think it's as low as we can possibly
We
go.
appreciate you asking, and of course,
and
we're not in any way upset or anything.
It's we do understand, but it's as affordable as it's going to get right now. I mean, we've made things that are as cheap as possible. Scott, you inspire me to paint every day. Just a quick question, though. Is Scott regretting the color he chose earlier for the hair of this person?
No, it's a wig, and I just you just don't. Oh, I get it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, look at that. It just
won't go any bigger, huh?
That's because it's on drive. Hold on a second.
Oh.
Let me. So.
Cheesy.
It's supposed to be a cheesy wig, and just some days, you guys will see this. Some days everything works out, and some days it doesn't. It happened with the 80s music. It's happened with the hair journal. It's happened with everything. I'm gonna like some of them. If I'm fortunate, I'll even like most of them. But then there's going to be others that I'm like, it didn't come out as good as I would have liked. And that's okay. That's okay. I think what I'll do is I'll stare at it for a while. I'll go, get something for breakfast, and then I'll come back and I'll look, and I'll see if there's something that's just really popping out. I think, it kind of looks like the character, but I might come in with some colored pencils sometimes. And we'll see, but it's okay. It's okay.
Let's see. What's your favorite thing to do in the winter? Can I answer that one for you? Go someplace sunny and warm.
Yeah, wish. No, I think the thing that you see all
Yeah.
So the thing that I think I love about the winter is coming down into the Hobbit hole and it being really warm in the Hobbit hole.
Oh gosh, it's nice and toasty down here.
It's like just like like slipping into a warm blanket.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice.
Yeah. Especially when it's cold. Like you come down the hallway and the hallway's freezing.
Yeah.
Everywhere else is freezing, but the Hobbit hole's warm. All right. I think we're gonna call it a day.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this.
He's gonna noodle.
I'm gonna noodle.
So we are gonna go and have some breakfast and avoid the noodling situation, because we love you. Emma says, "Sunny and warm. Don't come to England then."
Yeah.
So we will see you guys. Have a marvelous Monday. We will see you guys on Wednesday. And if I do decide to go live, I will post in my community channel and let you guys know that I'm gonna go live. And we will be back here again on Wednesday. Yeah?
Yeah.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.